Hi again, everyone. I cook a lot for my family, and people always ask me, how do you have time to cook so much food, um, still work, and get everything done? So, I'm going to give you some of my tips. Now, we grow tomatoes in the backyard every year. There's always an abundant amount. Guess what? You cut those up and you freeze them. You have them for almost the entire year. Carrots. I bought a bunch of baby carrots. Everyone decided they didn't like baby carrots anymore. Shredded them, froze them. This meal I'm making today is called Pav Bhaji, which is an Indian meal. And I'm going to do a one-pot version of it. So we're going to take our butter. I did chop the onions, but again, while your onions are sauteing in the pan, you're going to do the rest of your things. For example, I cut my cauliflower while the onions were sauteing. Now, can you buy a bunch of cauliflower when it's on sale maybe and cut it up and freeze it in a freezer bag? Absolutely, I have done that. This time I actually used fresh, but I will not be using all of this, so I will be freezing a portion of it to use for next time. Makes my meals much faster, much easier. Again, while my onions are still sauteing, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to peel and chop my potatoes. Be right back. Okay, I am back. I also wanted to note one thing. I have a pot of cinnamon and water brewing next to me. Why? It's so we don't all smell like onions and the whole house doesn't smell like onions. It does help alleviate some of the smell from the onions. Some people love it. For me, I'm not a big fan of my whole house smelling like onions. So, onions are sauteing. Yes, they are browning on the edges, so got to start moving a little bit quicker. By the way, I also have a candle going at the same time. Now, another big tip is if you do use a lot of onions and ginger or green chilies, which I do on a daily basis on my food, these are already peeled and they get pureed, or I guess minced really finely in a food processor and frozen in freezer bags. As I need them, I take them out and I put them in a container, and I can use them freely, and I don't have to chop every single time I want to use my garlic, ginger, or my green chilies. Okay, so let's finish this up. Okay, so I'm going to put in my tomatoes. The onion looks very done. Okay, I do like to use a can of tomato sauce, unsalted tomato sauce. I just like the way it tastes. Now everyone makes things to their own liking and their own taste. You can go ahead and add it or not add it, all up to you. This is the brand of Pav Bhaji masala that I like to use. I don't measure, by the way. I kind of just add how I feel like it, I guess. All right, gonna add my garlic and ginger in. Really don't want it too spicy. Literally just a pinch of this. These are homegrown green chilies, so they are very spicy. Okay, going to mix that all up. Okay, so remember our tomatoes were frozen, so as you're mixing, you want to kind of break them apart. You really don't add too much extra water to it. You can see it didn't really become watery. And also, because I'm using a pressure cooker to cook my meal today, we do need a little bit of liquid in the pot, because that is going to go away when it cooks. So I did forget to mention that I did salt the onions prior to adding in my tomatoes. I put about a teaspoon of salt. I will taste at the end because the powdered masala that I used does have some salt in it already. So, okay, going to add the rest of my ingredients. Okay, and again, I'm not going to use all of this cauliflower. It's just going to make way too much food. Okay, so I save about a quarter. I can use this next time I want to just have a vegetable on the side, maybe some broccoli and cauliflower bake with some cheese and a little bit of milk, and you put that in the oven. So that can be fine as a side for one day, or even if I can't find a very big cauliflower one day and I need some more, I have this in the freezer, in a freezer bag. Okay, I mix it all together. Now at this stage you can taste the sauce that's on the bottom and see if you need any salt or anything else. Because I mixed it, you can just take a little bit of this sauce that's right there and you can just taste it and see if it needs anything. Okay, it definitely needs some salt. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close the cooker and add a little bit of more water. I just used the can that I used earlier because it still has some tomato sauce in there. That should be good. You don't want it watery. Okay, so this is going to get pressure cookered for 3 or 4 whistles. If I feel it needs a little bit longer time, I'll go ahead and put it in some more, but usually about 4 whistles it should be done. Then you're going to go ahead and mash it with the potato masher. Toast some bread, put it on top of some bread, maybe garnish it with some coriander or some chopped onions, and you're good to go. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.